Hello, my name is Agathis and I am online and I am trying Sunless Skies, a game in early access from Fail Better Games. This game is available on Steam. I'm also live on Twitch right now, so you can come and visit me if you're available and want to watch, and I'll be streaming some more of these in the future as well. So yes, welcome back. We are in our adventure in the... It's not really skies, it's the space, it's the ether, it's outer space. It's a steampunk outer space adventure. And we are at Port Prosper. This has been our first destination. Come on. There we go. This has been our first destination we've found since visiting New Winchester, which is at the center of this sphere. This is the only region available in the game right now, but that's fine. It's early access, we know that. What we get to do is we get to try out some other bits of the game. When we last left off, we had delivered somebody here, a passenger, a clock repair woman, and now it's time to find some more adventures. Now, yes, the fastidious inspector. We brought her to from London's horological office to Port Prosper, and she was very pleased with us. She gave us some fuel and some supplies, which is very nice. We've got 5 of each. We have very limited hold space in this ship. No, there's no indicator yet to tell you how full your ship is, but I think that will come a little bit later on. Now, we have a settler who wants to go to a place called Lustrum. No idea what that is. And a filmmaker who wants to go to Hybras. Also, we need to pick up bronze wood and glass to take to bring back here to help them build their clock. And the chairman of the local company here wants us to hunt Takati ships and retrieve their mangled nameplates, and he will pay us for that. We don't actually know what Takati ships look like though, so we'll have to see how that goes. So, for now, onwards! Here we go. Where are we going to go? Let's just... I guess we can just do it this way, to be quite honest. This is one of my few bugbears with the game, really, which is that where's the button to send out the scouts? There we go. If someone says, you know, go here and go and get something, they should tell you where it is. I don't want to have to guess. That's of no good use to me. I'm just heading off into nowhere right now. I have no idea where Hybras is. I have no idea where the Lustrum place is. I'm sending out my scout, wasting supplies, trying to find something. Ooh, bit of a glitchy there. We must have just entered a new area or something. Didn't say. Okay. Ooh, what's this? This looks like a space monster! Space monster! Ooh. Come on. It's hard to aim these things. So I guess that's why you have the the shotgun type thing. Right. Do we want to gain supplies or experience? I think we'll take supplies. Supplies are precious right now. Oh, what? Perhaps not? Let me try again. It's gone? What? Just because I clicked the wrong button? Okay, yeah. That needs to be improved. If you don't loot it, you should be... The loot should stay there until you loot it. If you want to leave it behind, that's fine, but you need to be able to leave it to come back to it later if you decide not to pick it up. Let's say that you were overloaded with your hull, with your... Let's say that you were overloaded. Giant space beanstalk there. Maybe there's land up there somewhere. Okay, we're coming to the edge of space. What happens when we come to the edge of space, I wonder? Let's see. Let's find out. Edge of space. That's a book by somebody, isn't it? Okay. We must have passed it by now. Yep. I guess nothing happens really. You just get lost. You just go off into space forever. Okay. I'm not going to waste fuel just going into nowhere. Come on, fast thing. Find me somewhere. Nothing of interest. Alright. We just wander randomly until we find something, I suppose. Seems very silly. Misty area. Still nothing of interest. Great. Then why bother, really? The Battle of Red Ransom. Alright, let's send out the bat again. Send out the scout. Come on, there must be something now. Oh! Your bat returns and sulks in its roost. You bribe it with beetles until it admits spotting something of interest. Thank God. Onwards! I do like the way the little ship kind of rocks side to side. Like it's not stable. There's a sort of a 3D effect to it there that I really like. Are we going the right way? Okay. Yep. There are no keys yet. There's supposed to be keyboard shortcuts for these things. Chart is supposed to be M, I think. M for map. But that doesn't work yet. No. No. Yep. Here, the Reacher's verdance has run rampant. You see knotted vines and lurid fungus and orange flowers, bright as polished trumpets. That's great, but there's a whole lot of nothing as well. Oh, there's a beacon there, that's nice. Oh, nearly there. Nearly there. Maybe. Oh, we're here now. Come on. I'm right on top of this. I just went through that. I just went through the middle of it. I was right on top of it. There's nothing here. Am I missing something? That's it, right? That's the question mark. Send out the scout again. It's found nothing of interest. I'm at the thing of interest. Well, this looks like something. Let's try that. I like the way the game automatically zooms out here. Okay, this looks like it could be something. There's more beacons, there's more forest, there's big rocks. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Jamesholm. Is this a bridge? This looks like a bridge we can go under. A bump in the night. Midnight, London time. You are alone on the bridge. While consulting your chart, a loud thump makes you look up. A frozen corpse is pressed against your forward windows, trapped there by your speed. The winds must have picked it up from some lost wreck and carried it into your path. The corpse's glare is insistent. Its moustache is bristled with frost. Send a member of the crew out to retrieve it, using a Murgatroyd thermal skysuit, or try to shake the corpse off. So this is a luck challenge, 50-50. This is an iron challenge, 43%. I think we'll go with the 50-50, really. That's all we can do. Success! You watch from the comparative warmth of the bridge while a bleary engineer wrestles clumsily with the corpse. He is successful in prying it free, although it slides from his grip and spins into the fog. It leaves behind a few patches of skin, frozen to the glass. You are not alone. Onwards! Please be a bridge. Oh, good. Okay. There's no speed control in this. There's no throttle, it's just sort of... It's full power or nothing. And you can tap the forwards key or the reverse key to change that. Is any one of these is any one of these a port of docking points? Aha! Here we go! This looks suspiciously like a station. Leadbeater and Stainrod's Nature Reserve. Ooh. Stop. Cool. There's an interesting mixture of nautical, aeronautical, and maritime. No, sorry, nautical, aeronautical, locomotive terms here. Like we're in a ship, but it's obviously it's a train. It's a space train, but it's called a ship. Sometimes the places where you stand are called the cabin or the caboose, and sometimes it's called the bridge, but it's not. You know, little some interpretation is required. So, where are we? The Leadbeater and Stainrod Reserve. Leadbeater and Stainrod is an elderly London company, the custodians of the Empire's first supernal nature reserve. To find work with them, head for Capabilities Cabins. If you'd rather enjoy the reserve, seek the gateway of Albert's Idle. Yeah, Albert's Idle. Leadbeater and Stainrod Bay. This concrete bay is for loading and unloading locomotives. The concrete bay is for loading and unloading locomotives. See? They're not ships, they're locomotives. Make your mind up, guys. It disappoints tourists who expect to arrive at a scenic waterside. It mainly caters from the workers of the Leadbeater and Stainrod Company, who come to collect goods from the laboratories here. Alright, so let's gather a port report. The reserve is a point of pride for the Empire. The Leadbeater and Stainrod Nature Reserve is a national park, maintained at great expense by the company. Scores of researchers come here to study the nature of the Reach. Many visitors come here too for a pleasant holiday. I have a port report. Very good. Let's see. Recruit an incautious driver. The wreckage is still burning just past the station. I'm in need of work, they say plaintively. This will get you a chief engineer, who will increase your iron by 3, your hearts by 1, and your affiliation establishment by 1. Well, it didn't cost us anything. Okay. Damn good engine. They squint at your locomotive. By Jove, I think this could be made to go even faster. You have recruited the incautious driver. Converse with our fellow captains. What brings them out this way? For a few, it's the work provided by Leadbeater and Stainrod. For the rest, the reason is the same. They're drawn by the beauty of the reserve. Some are here with tourists from across the Empire. Others are here to give their crews a respite. Others were simply passing by and couldn't resist stopping in. Good to know. I don't think there's anything else here for us. So that's the loading bay. Capabilities cabins. A clump of cabins used by Leadbeater and Stainrod's researchers as they plumb and catalogue the secrets of the reserve. Enterprising captains may find work for the company here. The base of reserve. The base of research. The researchers of the reserve have a number of laboratories scattered amongst the tourists' cabins. It has a kind of a Waikiki feel. Oh, well, this is cool. This is a front-on view of a locomotive, refueling perhaps. So that'll be the front. Instead of wheels, it's just got these sort of cylinders. Yeah, that's pretty cool. The base of research, yes. The researchers of the reserve, blah blah blah, have a number of laboratories scattered amongst the tourist cabins. From here they study the mysteries of the Reach. Read the request to all park goers. A researcher of the reserve has pinned up a call for aid. We want to study the powerful forces of nature at work in the Reach, so that we may improve the life of all citizens in the Empire. If you are an intrepid sort and willing to aid our earnest efforts, we are offering a reward for the following. I see. Gotta get the. Sorry from the back of the throat here. I see you're interested. The phlegmatic researcher has wheeled up behind you. His left leg is red and swollen and propped up. He is flanked by scouts and other scientists. The key to understanding the remarkable principles of growth and cultivation are waiting here in this verdant paradise. We only need the specimens. Not for free, of course. If you aid our research, I'll ensure you're properly remunerated. Good day to you. And with that, his party pushes him on into his laboratory. Wanted. The wings of a chorister-bee, to determine the cause of their melody. Wanted. Wanted. Ants newly introduced to humankind. We have received curious reports from certain homesteads about the behaviour of ants. Wanted. High-brass pus. The weeping sores of high-brass may yield deeper insight into the verdant Reach. Wanted. Ice from Old Tom's Well. A most curious phenomenon, the shelves of black ice. Phew, excuse me. So, we can have any of these, I suppose? Let's see, the wings of a chorister bee. We seek the wings of a chorister bee. What is it that makes them sing when their smaller sisters only buzz? Ants. Given the reports of ants circling those soon to die, we consider the creatures apt for study. High brass pus. It may hold properties either beneficial or detrimental to the human frame. We intend to find out. Ice from Old Tom's Well. But from whence does it come? What cause has the ice to freeze in a place otherwise so warm? Okay, so it doesn't really tell us how to get these. We've got to work that out for ourselves. That's fine. Albert's Idol. The Leadbeater and Stainrod's Nature Reserve is an immense, untrodden hinterland of the Reach's unreasonably fecund flora and fauna. It is popular with London's more outdoorsy tourists. Into the reserve. The park is filled with birds and flowers, trees and woodland creatures, streams and bumbling insects, and other insidious dangers. Visitors are not allowed to venture too deeply into the reserve without an escort. Arrange to go on a tour. Park guests are forbidden from entering the deeper sections of the reserve alone. At the moment, we have only one who could show you around now, she says. I'm afraid he's our least popular, but he's our only one available. Just a moment, I'll fetch him. Some time later, she returns with a lean, humbly dressed man. His beard is long and wiry, and his smile reaches his eyes. The romantic ornithologist shakes your hand. This gentleman, the clerk says, is searching for the mythical bird that takes grains of time from the mother of mountains. He's wasted 10,000 sovereigns on this pointless search. The ornithologist maintains his smile and gestures towards the forest path. I'll be glad to tell you of the bird, but first, come, I've just found a new waterfall I'd like to show someone. An occurrence. Your romantic ornithologist dream quality is now something. You have one search for the bird, we have something tours of the reserve, you have 57 romantic ornithologist search for a new vista. Okay, whatever that means. Yeah, no idea what that means. Let's see, make conversation with the ornithologist or discussing aiding the ornithologist's research. If he is not hiking through the wilderness or camping beneath the bough of one of the great trees, he is sat alone in his watchtower, searching for the bird. Let's make polite conversation. He offers a slight nod as you enter. Welcome. Tea? Ask about the bird. He's researching a mythical bird. What is it, and why? There are other birds I could study, of course, he says, shrugging, but that's not the point. The bird is holy. It's a myth. The bird who takes a grain from the mountain we now ravage for time. Why does it do this? Where does it go? Have we disturbed its divinity? I must know. Isn't there a real piece of mythology about a bird who cracks a nut on the mountain or something? Okay. Make conversation again. Ask about the reserve. How does he find the wilderness? He smiles like a child. It is my home. My church. It's everything that makes me happy. Ask about his fellow researchers. Is he on good terms with the other scientists? The ornithologist tilts his head from side to side. I get on better alone. It's not that I don't enjoy company, but... He scratches his beard. I think it's a difference in philosophy. They want to conquer nature and her secrets. I only want to be a confidant. Let's see, can we help him discover this mythical bird? He rubs his chin. Well, there are a few ways you could help me out. Aha! He smokes his pipe as he looks over the reserve. It's fluttering about somewhere, and one day I'll prove it. I can offer a donation of 50 sovereigns. Perhaps he may be able to buy better tracking equipment. I could offer a crewmate to be his helper. If he had another set of eyes, he might find it faster. True. Donate supplies to encourage the bird. A little snack might give it cause to land. I can look for the bird myself. You may only sense for the bird once per captain, and our mirrors give us a score of 0% chance of success. Unload barrels of unseasoned hours. If it takes them from the mountain, then maybe it'll take them from the reserve. Or share visions of heaven. Miraculous stories of the wilderness may give the ornithologist greater insight into the creature. Well, you unlock this with 250 sovereigns. We need 50. Okay. We could oblige a crewmate to be his helper. Okay. I don't want to do supplies right now because we're a little bit low on fuel and supplies, to be quite honest. I'll give him a crew member. I should be able to buy one. We've got 10 out of 10. I'll give him a crew member. The romantic ornithologist claps his hands and walks over to a chest of drawers. They will be welcomed indeed. I'll make the most at home. Tell me, he says, opening one of the drawers and revealing a tremendous array of pipes. Do they smoke? We have gained 50. Search for the bird. Now new total 51. But we've lost a crew. New total 9. So presumably if we do this enough, we get to a certain total and we find the bird. Let's donate the 50 sovereigns and see if that helps at all. The ornithologist cracks open a yellowing, well-marked catalogue of optic lenses. I have a few pieces I've been considering, he says, puffing his pipe. This should be a great help. 50, search for the bird. New total 101. Well, that hasn't helped very much. I think we'll leave it there. That's enough stuff wasted. We'll come back another time if we can find another way to help. Maybe more supplies. If supplies are cheaper than gold, we'll give it all a go. Let's see. Albert's Idol. Oh no, we've been there. The Skyfaring Supplier. Okay, so we can buy supplies here for 40 each. That's the same price as London, I think. Same price as Winchester, rather. They don't really want to buy anything. This is an austere shop near the station, designed to operate as efficiently as possible so that captains may free up space at the station as swiftly as they can. And the researcher's friend? What's that? A little shack with which the researchers of Leadbeat and Stainrod use to declutter their cabins and barter for their necessaries. Okay, Chorister Nectar, Verdant Siege, a Caged Catch. Is that a little bird or something in a... Exotic, Contained Furious. Right. We can sell them tea. We don't have any tea, but they buy it for 60. Okay. Make a note of that, everybody. They buy tea for 60. Okay, I think we will move on then. I think that will be an episode for now. There's nothing really we can do here. Can't buy any trains, can't buy anything else. Yeah. Where are we again? We're here. Okay, this is the second city we've found. I noticed that, So New Winchester has clearly marked on it a port. Or, you know, a station. You can see that symbol there, that's that here. This one doesn't. Maybe that hasn't been implemented yet. And there was one here, but that doesn't have one either. So, maybe that's further to come. And this is just a bug, I think. Anyway. Yes, join us in the next episode as we continue to explore and try Sunless Skies. I am Agathis. I'm going offline. Please like the video if you did like it, and consider subscribing if you haven't already. And I will see you next time.